Okay, so today we are looking at reading and interpreting scale drawings. Can anybody try and explain to me what a scale drawing is? Matthew? Yeah, it's when you take something bigger and you either draw it smaller or create it smaller, but it is to scale, which means that everything is shrunk by the same amount. Okay? So, a scale drawing is a two-dimensional drawing of an object that is proportional. So, do you think we're going to have to work with proportions here? So, it is a two-dimensional drawing of an object that is proportional to the object. So, the drawing is proportional to the actual object. Okay, so we also have another definition. What's the scale? So, the scale gives the ratio of the dimensions in drawing to the dimensions of the object. So they will tell you how much the thing is shrunk down. Okay, they will always tell you. All dimensions are reduced or enlarged using the same scale. So everything is shrunk or enlarged by the same amount in that drawing. Does that make sense? Okay. So we have a couple steps, and we don't have to fill in the blanks here. I gave them to you. Step 1, you are going to write a proportion using the scale, and you're going to let x be the actual measurement. So we're going to create a proportion using the scale they give us, and then the actual measurement that we want to find is going to be our variable x. We're going to cross multiply and then solve for x. And we're always going to set up these proportions the same. Okay, so we have one example today. And it is involving a map. Okay, so your instructions are to find the actual distance in kilometers, which means we have to put kilometers in our answer, between Tallahassee and Miami. Okay, here's Tallahassee. Here's Miami. Both are in what state? Florida. Okay, so here's Tallahassee, here's Miami. On this map, which is to scale, Tallahassee is only 5.5 centimeters away from Miami. Here's the scale. 1 centimeter equals 120 kilometers. So that is going to be our proportion. 1 centimeter over 120 kilometers equals, we set up another ratio. Okay, in my first proportion where my scale is, centimeters are on top and kilometers are on bottom. So what needs to go on top? The 5.5 centimeters. So I need to put the same units on top both times, right? So centimeters are on top here, centimeters are on top here. Kilometers are on bottom here, and we want to find the actual distance in kilometers, so what are we going to call that? X. Okay, now this should be review for us, right? Okay, what do I do here? Cross multiply. So we have 1 times x, which gives me 1x, equals 120 times 5.5. You guys got that? Let's do it off to the side. 120 times 5.5. 5 times 0 is 0. 5 times 2 is 10. 5 times 1 is 5 plus 1 is 6. Placeholder. 5 times 0 is 0. 5 times 2 is 10. Carry the 1. 5 times 1 is 5. Plus 1 is 6. Let's add them up. 6, 6, 0, 0. And I have to move the decimal 1 time. So from here, 1 space. So it gives me 660 what? Kilometers. Your proportion will always be set up this way. Okay? So the scale is on the left. On top is going to be the actual measurement in the scale. And then on bottom is going to be your variable, which is the actual distance. Okay?